What's the most shocking first date moment you still remember? I was sitting across from this girl at a nice restaurant trying to impress her with stories about my job when her phone rang, and she answered it and started having a full conversation with what I assumed was her mom. And then she hung up and casually told me her boyfriend was on his way to pick her up because she just wanted a free meal. The whole thing started when I matched with her on a dating app and we'd been texting for about a week, having what seemed like really good conversations about movies and music and random stuff we had in common. She suggested we meet up at the steakhouse downtown that I knew was expensive, but I figured if she wanted to go there then she must really be interested in me. So I made a reservation and showed up early wearing my best button-up shirt and cologne. Everything seemed normal at first when she walked in looking exactly like her photos, and we ordered appetizers and talked about our families and our jobs, and I was thinking this was going pretty well even though she kept checking her phone every few minutes. I started telling her about this project I was working on trying to sound interesting and accomplished, and she was nodding along but also texting under the table, and I just figured she was one of those people who's always on their phone so I didn't think much of it. Her phone actually rang out loud right when our main courses arrived, and she looked at the screen and her whole face lit up, and she just answered it right there in the middle of our conversation without even excusing herself. I sat there watching her have this entire loving conversation with someone, hearing her call them baby and talking about what time they were meeting up later, and when she finally hung up she looked at me with zero shame and explained that her actual boyfriend was coming to get her soon. I flagged down the waiter and paid for just my food, left cash on the table and walked out while she yelled after me about how I was being dramatic, teaching me that some people are actually just terrible humans and you dodge a bullet by finding out early instead of wasting months on someone with no character or basic decency.